Hey guys, welcome back to L&D Home, and if you're new, welcome to our channel. In today's video, we are going to be tackling a few outdoor projects and trying to get just a couple of things done. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. We are going to start today's outdoor projects working on the front door area. There was definitely a lot of chipping going on here. I have not touched up this paint at all since we moved in. This is just the way it has looked, and it has definitely seen some weathering for sure. So I'm just taking this putty knife and I'm trying to scrape off all of the parts that are chipping. This was very tricky. The molding is a little bit like fancy or has some curve to it in some of the areas. So I was doing my best to chip off the like the paint chips, but not like gouge into the wood at all. You're also going to see me pull in a like bristle brush and a little bit of sandpaper, but honestly, the putty knife worked better than any of the other things that I tried.
I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky, when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy,
Before I started painting, I did want to clean up the area a little bit, so I just went in and grabbed my vacuum from inside and just tried to clean up all of those paint chips. I definitely had to sweep off the porch later, but I wanted to get as much of it as I could before I started the painting process. The paints I'm going to be using is the same paint that I used last season when I painted like the bottom of our house. I will have those videos linked down below in the description box and possibly up in the cards if you want to check that out. I kind of upgraded, quote unquote, the bottom and like sides of our house. It was painted like a very ugly color that just was not bright and fun at all. Fun, I guess, was not the word. It was not bright. It was very dingy. So I brightened all of that space up with this white paint. So this is just some leftover that I had from that project. And I just really love how it's a nice white, like bright white. And it just looks so much better than like the dingy color that was here and the dingy color that was on the bottom. You can see over there to the left, like over there by where I'm standing right now, behind my leg, that is the same paint color as this. And that is when I painted the bottom of the house last season. Again, those videos will be linked down below and possibly in the cards. And I am really loving this outdoor paint. It is really, really holding up. So I will try to link it down below as well. We did grab it from Menards.
Small bar with neon lights, talked about everything that was on our minds. Talking to you gave me butterflies. Then you took my hand, said let's leave now.
As I was painting, I just noticed like the yellow trim, the siding trim, was really driving me nuts. So on this side, I went ahead and painted it white, and I decided I liked that so much better. So I'm going to tackle it on this other side. If you can see that yellow trim right there, that is the actual like siding trim. It is not wood. It is just the plastic siding, but I wanted to paint over it anyway because I really think it, again, brightens up the space and it kind of extends all of that white trim a little bit more and makes it, I just think it looks a whole lot better. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think.
Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy.
I was done with the front porch for now, so I decided to move on to some pressure washing. Now this did not go according to plan. The whole rest of this video isn't really going to go according to plan. It was so hot. We have had some incredibly hot days. Now, granted, when I filmed this video, it was quite a few weeks ago, and it's actually heated up even more. We had a day about 2 days ago where with the heat index, it was like 110 degrees. So on this day that I decided to tackle all these projects, it was like in like the high 90s. And I just could not physically tackle everything that I wanted to because it was so warm. I was just getting really worn out. I was getting a headache. And I just wanted to make sure that I was being very careful when I was out in heat like this. I also just didn't feel like the pressure washer was going high enough because I'm so short and the house is so tall that I don't know, I needed to add some cleaner on there. I needed a ladder or something. And I just kind of decided to ex-nay the pressure washing of the house until I can find more time, pull the ladder out, and I'm not completely like sweating to death. So I decided to move to the garage doors. So my first goal was to pressure wash the doors and get them all nice and clean because I am prepping them for that same paint that we used on the front door trim.
I got down. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. Love a little louder. Love a little louder. Love a little louder. Love a little louder. Love out loud. Love out loud. Love out loud. Love out loud. Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh.
So we're outside. I hope you can hear me with the wind. These garage doors are an absolute mess. I did chip off some of that. I think I'm honestly just going to have to sand both doors so that I can chip off a little bit more because I don't want to paint it and then have it chip again. I also have like some like staples and stuff to pull out, and some of like the nails that hold like this flashing in or whatever are popping out. So I'm going to nail those back in, but then I also bought some other nails to nail it a little bit better as well. So I got a lot of work to do. So my first step is I'm going to go ahead and hit those nails in, nail some more nails in, pull out all of the staples, like the hooks that you see like right there, those are going to stay because that's where we put our garland up. And I'm just going to like paint over those white, but I do want to take like the, staples that are like hanging out. And then I'm probably going to like caulk around like the seams just so nothing gets in there. So it's like nicer. It's all dented up and everything. Apparently the previous owners before they flipped it, like the owners before that, they were an old couple and they had some struggles pulling into the garage. So like this part especially hilarious. Like it is bent and busted, but that's just what we're dealing with. So I'm gonna go ahead and start hitting those nails in, putting new nails in, and just kind of getting as much done today as I can. So I'm going to be fully upfront and transparent with you. I did not finish the garage doors on this day, and at the time that I am doing this voiceover, they still are not done. I will explain that a little bit later in the video, but it was the chipping of the paint for me that really slowed me down. So this process went really fast. I'm nailing in a bunch of extra nails just to hold that flashing in. Like I said, I'm going to go through with a pair of pliers and I'm going to pull out all of those staples from like previous like Halloween and Christmas decor. We now have the hooks in there that you saw that we just keep in there year round, and that holds all of our garland. It's so much better than the staples. So if you're looking for a solution and you have garland that you put up every year and it's the same one, it goes in the same place, I highly suggest using those screw-in hooks and not using anything like staples. So this part of the process went really fast. The part of the process that really threw a wrench in my plan was when I decided to start scraping the parts off the garage door because I didn't want it to chip. Like if you put paint over chipping paint, well, it's going to chip again because the base that you're laying it down on is not smooth and it's not the way it's supposed to be. But this really held me back because These are wood garage doors. And as I started chipping in certain places, especially on the bottom, there was a lot of rotting going on. We do not have the money, time, or just energy on this 90-something degree day to fix that problem. So, like to replace them, you know, like we don't have the money to replace the garage doors. So I just tried to use some caulk, honestly. Ratchet tried to use some caulk to fill those spots. And this process just took a lot longer than I was bargaining for. I almost wish I wouldn't have tried to sand or chip any of the paint off, and I would have just painted over it and hoped for the best. So I got this garage door that you're seeing right now finished, but I don't have a final reveal for you. And I will tell you why in just a few moments. I'll let you chill, listen to some music, and watch me struggle.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. Something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. Like you already know me when we dance in the dark. We're dreamers. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers.
So I definitely recommend using caulk even on your outdoor projects because it definitely looks a lot better around those seams. There's no spaces in there. It looks a lot more clean. So even if you're doing an outdoor project and you're thinking like how much of a difference could the caulk really make, it actually did make a lot of difference, like when you're seeing it in person. So you are going to see that I am going to bust the paint out and I am going to be able to paint this garage door like I said in the previous clip. I'm going to get this garage door all nice and painted. I was able to get 2 coats on this day. I only filmed 1 coat and then I came back out when it was a little bit cooler, a little bit darker outside and did another coat. I have yet to do my side of the garage, the other garage door, because it just kept being super hot. And now when I am doing this voiceover, I am back to work in the classroom and I have absolutely no time. I'm learning several new curriculums that they gave us this year. And that's where all of my free time is going on top of trying to spend it with my family. So my garage door, my side still looks atrocious and it's got big old, chipped pieces where I ripped off the chipping paint. His side of the garage door, however, looks really nice. So I say all that to tell you that there is not going to be some like big fancy final reveal like there usually are with our home projects. I am going to tackle this garage door this year. I just have to wait till it cools down because like I said here recently, it's been heat index in the hundreds to like 110. So it's going to be a minute, but I am planning on finishing this project when the fall hits and we get some cooler weather. And I've had time to wrap my head around some of these new curriculums that we have to implement this school year.
We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive.
In my opinion, this side of the garage looks really, really good. I love that it is nice and bright. It looks a lot more seamless. Yes, the dents are still there and it's still not perfect, but we're rolling with what we have. But that's pretty much where this video ends. So to be continued. Stay tuned for that video that's going to be coming up sometime this fall, hopefully, where I finish my side of the garage door and I actually show you the reveal and how much better it looks. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful or at least somewhat entertaining. Make sure you check out the video and the playlist on the screen. And as always, smash that subscribe button so you can become part of our YouTube family. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.